Hi guys, Lady Random here and welcome back to Regrowth. Alrighty, so I'm just going to go quickly check on the bees very quickly while we're here, because I have got a bunch of drones that I've stuck in for levelling up. So this one just needs to go up one level on damp, so it's just going through sand at a rate of knots at the minute, and these three are all ones that just kind of need the blaze powder in order to acclimatise them. But we're making a bit of progress. It's a possibility actually that the ones we have out here might be done. Oh yes, let's have a go. Let's have a look and see. Let's see what we've got. We'll just get our beealizer out very quickly and just have a look and see what our princess, I think we managed to get her up to consistently 555, so that's awesome. And I'm hoping 555 with you. Get you in 455, so you need to go back in. I'm just trying to get them bred up as much as possible, and we've got a 555 in here, so let's just stick those back in again. Let's grab our silky combs out. You were a 455, you were a 555. Let's just drop you into there just so you're ready. We'll get ourselves out of the way, and let's put our beealizer. Nope. A little closer, there we go, that back in there, and we'll go and stick our combs through very quickly and just see if we can get some more silky stuff out of the centrifuge. And we'll just pop this chap into there like so. So this tropical drone, he is now up to 555. We've got another guy who's now in here that is going to start chewing through the blaze powder. Let's find a little bit more actually in here. Let's just pop. So he's a 555, 555. This actually might not take too long looking at this. So they're doing okay. How are we doing for water and stuff in here? We could just do topping that water up a little bit. This is not what we're going to be doing today though. Just kind of keeping this stuff ticking along like you do. So yeah, why don't we leave those to get on, and we'll go and pop these guys into our hive. I think you can only have one at a time in there, I thought. Obviously not. Oh, do we need to pop them through the beealizer again maybe? There we go. Then will it allow us to stack them up? No, it won't. That's fine. We'll just pop those into there. I'm not entirely sure why it's not allowing us to stack. Maybe they've got slightly different traits maybe. But never mind, not too worried. It's coming overnight, so that will stop working anyway. So let us quickly have a little sleep just to keep them ticking over. I'll have a quick peek in our centrifuge. Whoopsie. And we got 2 silky propolis out of those. What's this going to give us? Wow. Wow, that's just being mean, isn't it? This is taking its time. This is really taking its time. Oh, there's another one. Lovely. Let's put you 455, 455. You're 555. We'll pop you into there for them and we'll come collect you guys later. Right. This is not what we were about today. We were not doing bees. It was just a little bit of a thing I was doing, filling in a little bit of time. However, up here, yay, we've been kind of busy. So in the last episode, we tried to build our Thaumatorium, and stuff didn't quite go to plan with that. We were stood there, we built our chemical construct, we stuck it on top of our cauldron that has a heat source underneath it. One thing I didn't check actually was, has this got water in it? It doesn't. Let's go and stick. Let's just whack a water can in there, because it does need to have water, I believe. we'll pop our chemical construct back on top of there. The other thing I was saying about was this room here, that the size of it, I'd kind of misjudged on the size. That has now been rectified to make this a much more symmetrical room. So we do now have a block in the middle. So when we come to build our infusion altar, we actually will be able to have some sort of balance within that. I've also kind of filled in the floor a little bit there, made that look a little bit prettier where we stand our jars. But yeah, the big thing here was the alchemical construct, and I was sat there with my wand and I was right clicking like I was supposed to, and nothing was happening. And it kind of occurred to me quite stupidly, and I'm sure there's probably people here who are shouting at the screen going, you didn't do the research. And you're quite right, I did not do the research. So out with the old Thaumanomicon, and we did some research. So we were doing automated alchemy. So we had to do research on our chemical centrifuge. We also had to do the research on essential crystallization, which I've done, as well as the automated alchemy research. So I started doing the automated alchemy research, and I literally have one aspect that I was missing in order to do that. So I kind of went out, I did some more scanning. Desert Rat kind of given me the sort of the list of items to go and scan, and it did give me the final item that I needed, which I didn't have any of at all, which was this one here, which is Tempestus, which is the weather one. So all I need to do is just drop Tempestus into there. That gives me my automated alchemy research. I'm just going to, I can't remember whether you can scan these or not. You can't. But that's fine. But we've now done that. We should be able to research completed on our automated alchemy. We should now be able to grab, doesn't matter which wand, and right click on here to make our alchemical construct. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Why? Why for not you allow this? Mystical construct. Maybe we have to read it. So, up to now, alchemy has been somewhat of a hit and miss affair. Miscounted aspects, degrading essentia, and ingredients that require manual labour to mix. This is finally a thing of the past. The Thaumatorium is a marvellous invention that allows the thaumaturge to select which formula to use and what catalyst to add. It then automatically draws essentia from available sources using tubes. So this is where we use our essentia tubes and we use our warded jars. As long as there is a supply of catalyst, it produces the required object perfectly every time. The crucible forms its base. It does not require water, but a heat source is still needed. Look at this. We do need some different things. So we need 30 Ordo, 30 Aqua, and 15 Ignis in our wand to do it. So this is probably where we don't have that in our wand. What have we got? Yeah, that's not going to have enough in it anyway. So let's look at this one. 30. Yeah, there we go. Just about got enough. Yay! Yay! We've done it! Woohoo! Woohoo! Finally! So we now have essentia tubes that we can connect sort of into this and feed the essentia in. But effectively, you go into the interface, you put your catalyst in there. So say for example, I wanted to make niter. I now can't remember what it is I need to put in to make niter. What is it we need to put in to make niter? Let's have a look. Glowstone dust. Right, so argument's sake, right, let's just go get ourselves a little bit of glowstone dust. Not essence, dust. And I'll take 11 down with me just because it's kind of useful to have. But yeah, so all down to the fact that I'm just trying to kind of forge ahead too quickly, and I'm not getting the stuff I need. So I put my glowstone dust in there. It tells me in order to get night ore, I need 3 ignis, 3 lux, and is that, it's kind of hard to read the numbers on there. Is that 3 potential or 2 potential? So what have we got in here? Let's grab this. I think we can see what we've got in there. Maybe not. So we've got 10 potential there. What was it we needed? Ignis. We've got 8 ignis, that should be fine. And the last one we needed was lux. Now, lux comes from torches. I can quite quickly, to be fair, go and make some torches. And we can make ourselves quickly make, because I don't have any anyway, so always good to have. There we go, 28 torches. We can go and stick those into here. They will make lux. We can get ourselves a lovely beautiful empty warded jar, and let's see which. So they're empty, so I'm going to want to put it into there. Let's put our essential tubes on. And I wonder if we can get 2 there and 1 there. So if we attach you there, you there, and how are we doing here? Nearly all drained. You can see at the moment it's still waiting for the final item, which is our lux. It's done. That's empty. Let's gather our lux. Pop that there. Now we'll click on that. And you'll see that starts to use the essential that we need, and what this does is spits it out the front. So you do need to kind of put a chest effectively on the front. So at the moment it wants to make night ore. We haven't got a catalyst in there because we don't have any more glowstone dust. But yeah, I could go, I don't know, just whack another one in there and just do it for a laugh, right? So that's now going, yep. It's using our ignis. You don't quite have enough ignis there. You haven't quite got enough ignis for it, which means it won't continue that. So we need a little bit more ignis. But yeah, effectively that is how that works. Let's just stick those into there for the moment. So yeah, we have now created something where we can actually safely make stuff. So yeah, I can take that out for the moment. That will hopefully kind of clear that down. We can disconnect our jars like so, and we can get those kind of stacked back up over here. So yeah, I'll label them in a bit. But that effectively, that is our Thaumatorium, or Thaumatorium even, all beautifully made. So yeah, I'm kind of pleased about that. So that does give us a good starting point. Now what we could do is actually kind of carry on a little bit, and let's start delving a little bit more, because we've kind of unlocked most things here. Now what's this one here? So the void jar. Too much essentia, so we can actually make a void jar, which is basically blaze powder, water jar and obsidian. So if we end up with too much, yeah, we can make one of those, and that will sort of stop any more stuff coming in, which is cool. So there we go. That is that one. But right, so let's go back into, I'm trying to remember which chapter it was now. The Way the World Feels. Yep. So we're looking at this. So Neo Infusions. This is our arcane stuff. So this is where we're making our altar. Now we already made here. We made the arcane stone bricks. We made the arcane stone block. So the next thing we need to do is make an arcane pedestal and runic matrix. So the arcane pedestal we may have to do some research for, but we can find how to make those in here. So obsidian totems. Oh, we did actually find one of those. That's forbidden magic. Kind of don't want to be doing that. Now let's have a look. Is it in here? It is part of, is it artifice? Oh, yeah, here we go. Made arcane stone. There we go. Infusion. So let's get ourselves, the moment I've only got the one set of scribing tools, which is used in my research table, because that one has run out of ink. I think I can fill them up again, I think. But we've got that in our inventory. Let's scroll down here and let's get the infusion research notes added, and let's pop that into the table and just see whether we've actually learnt all of the bits that we've needed. So we need our scribing tools to go back in there. So yeah, so we'll need to go from I can't remember what that one is. So that's Fabrico to Precantatio to, is it Machina. So we'll need to link those together in order to do that research. Now I'm going to do all the research stuff off screen just because it's kind of painful and laborious. But it does mean that we can start sort of creating some of the bits and pieces that we need in order to do that. So we can start looking at that probably in the next episode. So I'm going to kind of keep it a short one actually this time. I need to do a bunch of Essentia distillation anyway to start getting a lot more Essentia. If we're going to use the infusion altar to do anything, we are going to need a whole ton of stuff. I'm also going to try, let's have a look and see whether, oops, let's put our Thaumanomicon, where can we put you? Let's pop you in there. Just have a look at some of our other research notes and see whether we've actually unlocked everything as yet, because one of the things I wanted was goggles are revealing. Yeah, so we're still missing the element for that. Essential crystallization, actually we've done that now. I can get rid of that one. Infusion, yeah, we'd already done the notes for infusion, we just hadn't researched them. Alchemical centrifuge, again, we'd already done the notes for that, hadn't researched them. Copper wand caps, that was our other one. Yeah, you see, we could do that, so I could actually get rid of those. Still needing to sort that one out, so let's pop those back into there. Okay, let's go and have a quick look and see how our bees are doing. Awesome. So we've now got, so you are still needing, so you're 555, that's good. You're 455, you need to go back in there. As do you. What are we missing? Oh. Add a blaze powder, right. So you're a 555. So you're a 455. Let's go and see if we've got any more blaze grown while we're here. I'm just trying to collect blaze essence and make it as we go, and then whatever spare we've got. I'm also collecting wither essence, and that's something that will become a little bit more apparent when we start getting into the infusion. So when you infuse using the infusion altar, it creates an awful lot of instability in certain recipes. There are some which are reasonably stable, there are others which are not so much. So in those cases, what have I done with that? There it is. Let's take that back. In those cases, you need to find ways of stabilising, and one of those is to actually put a load of skulls, preferably with the skeleton skulls, underground, sort of below where your infusion altar is. Let's try and get a few more of these if we can. Lovely. Yeah, and if you put those under there, it actually helps with the stability element of it. So that would obviously help us not necessarily to have quite so much flux. And there we go, you can pop in there. And yeah, that will be extraordinarily helpful. And it'll make the whole infusion thing much more stable. Now, something that I picked up from Desert Rat when he was sort of busy doing that element of it, but he I think it was something he actually got from Hypno. So yeah, thanks to both of you for that, because that is going to be something that's going to be hugely helpful. But obviously, I think Desert Rat was saying it needs to be something like a 7x7, 3 high stacker with the skulls. So let's think about that. You know, 7 sevens times 3. We've got 5 skulls. So I might need to do something a bit clever. It might be that what I've actually got to do is swap out all of this. Wow, we're losing the essence all over the place again, aren't we? Yeah, swap out all of this and maybe temporarily turn this field into wither essence. Could be an option. Or we kind of like lose another essence that we're not really using that much of at the moment. Wow, I'm going to need to try and make this all into coal. Always good to have coal. But yeah, you know, that's going to be quite a task. Quite a task indeed to achieve all of that. Wow, look at this. So much coal. Right, that's just down to 5. Perfect. That should hopefully fit in there. And can we fill this up? There we go. Topped that up beautifully. Oh, the other thing I did find. So we got our little wee hobgoblins down here, right? And slowly and painfully, for whatever reason, I still have to hold the leads in order to get them to shop everything. We've got 5 cobaldite dust. Now, cobaldite nuggets you can swap out with a hobgoblin, and you can like trade with them for it. However, what time are we at? 24 minutes. Why don't we... Ow. Take it. We've literally had the morning. Why don't we take a quick whiz over? I was out exploring where I was looking for obsidian... Whoopsie. Meant to eat. Obsidian totem as one of the things that we actually needed to scan as part of the discovering all of the Essentia stuff. And I was over... trying to think where I was now. It was quite a long way. Quite a long way. So this is, you can probably just see just over the back there, just coming up. That was the kind of burnt out little shacky housey thing. So I will whiz over here and hopefully, I can't remember how far it is now. Let's have a look. Let's just keep running. Can't remember it being quite a way. But yeah, there is over here a hobgoblin hut, which has a hobgoblin in it. And it's a hobgoblin that, because it's not one that we've grown from a spawn egg. Oh, look. Hello. Probably arm up really, shouldn't I? Let's get my just get my sword down in my toolbar quickly. Just in case. Hi! Don't really have time to fight you, but hey. Yeah, because he is not one that we grew from a spawn egg, we can actually trade with him like a villager, which is kind of cool. So what I should have done probably is bring a lead with me and actually bring this guy back. Hi. Because if we brought this chappie back, which would have been the sensible thing, right? If we brought him back with us, we would be able to trade on site with him, which would be so much more useful than kind of what we're doing now. What are you, Skelly? Yeah. Starting to get hungry. Oh, and that's another thing that I've made that I didn't bring with me, right? Magical food. Magical food is an awesome thing. Now, actually, I've been able to make this for I don't know how long. Since I started growing the food crops from AgriCraft. So yeah, I've been able to make it, and I haven't, and I did. And it gives you just so much saturation. It also gives you regen as well, which is a really, really useful thing to have. Oh, we're getting close because we're near beehives. I did also find a couple of nodes out here as well, because I was out with the old thermometer. Yeah, we're not far from it now, I don't think. I know I passed a couple of beehives on my way, so it's kind of keep a bit of an eye out. But yeah, it was a fair distance. Hopefully I kind of caught sight of it and I went, ooh. Okay, shouldn't be too much further, I don't think. Yeah, there's the kind of, I saw the wicker man. Ooh. Oh, just the same, just looks a bit weird on the thing. Yeah, so there's the wicker man. I can't remember whether I passed him on the way. There's another hive. This is considerably further than I thought it was. But at least we know we've got other hives that we can draw from, should we need to. Wow, where is this thing? I did write the coordinates down, so maybe what I ought to do is very quickly check the coordinates to make sure that we haven't kind of gone bouncing past it. Let's have a look. So we are currently 335 67 1621. So let me just check my coordinates very quickly, because I did write this down very quickly. 456. Yeah, we've gone too far. We've gone way too far. Do you want to go this way a little bit? And back this way. So we've gone scooting past it. So I must have discovered it when I was on my way home. And kind of saw it off on the right hand side. So let's get us to 456. Okay, and if we stay on this path and go back about 700 blocks. What a nerdy derp I am. What a derp. Hopefully we should spot it. There it is. Oh no, that's the obsidian. That's the obsidian totem. So I saw that. So 4, 5, 6 is up here. How badly off course was I then? Oh, do you know, sit here going to myself, I really probably should install journey map into this. It would make life oh so much easier. Oh so much easier. Right, let's just keep going this way. So 4, 5, 6. Kind of over here. There we go. If we stay on this path, more beehives. And it's starting to come down night typically. And I didn't bring a bed. So about 300 blocks to go. And we should spot it. We are pretty much in line with where it is. So I took the coordinates basically from the centre of the hut while I was hiding out in it. So about 200 blocks to go. So in theory we should see it just as we come. There it is. Yeah, we properly ran past it, didn't we? Properly ran past it. Right, so we've obviously got a lovely bunch of nasties all lurking around. Okay, hopefully our little chappy, yeah, I can hear him, he's inside. Hi! So this is his little hut. It's kind of cool, right? So this is his little hobgoblin bed and his little hobgoblin cauldron and his little hobgoblin angry zombie friend. But yeah, so this guy, if we click on him like a villager, you can see that for 9 cobalite dust and 5 gold nuggets, he'll give you 1 cobalite ingot. So yeah, it's costly. It's very costly, but it's good to know. It's good to know that you can actually get him. Let's just get rid of this guy quickly. Ha! So yeah, that is the that's a hobgoblin. So let us just carefully run our way back. Try and kill off as much as we can as we go. Just keep running. I'm not really worried about the drops and stuff. Let's just run and fight as we go to try and get ourselves home safely. Let's dodge the little ender minis. We don't really want those particularly. I'll have you string though, thank you. Let's take our coordinates off just so we're not. Lovely. Sorry, Spidey. This is where I should have bought my wand because I could have got a whole bunch of stuff. Ah, there we go. You see that? So I thought I'd seen. Oh, this is probably not the way to go, is it? Not the way to go. Note to self. So yeah, that was the like little obsidian totemy thing that I must have seen on the way home. So obviously, at least I know there's 2 of them there, but not a place to hang out at night. I don't think. What have we got? Skellies, creepers. Let's just run like the wind. Just try and dodge as much as we possibly can as we go. Run, 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 run. Come on, run, 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 run. Try and outrun this lot. There we go. We're starting to get to where we've got our torches. We've set our little path back home from where we had our first wicker man that we actually found as well. Let's just keep running away from this creeper. There's our tower. Awesome. We've got to try and get across this ravine, so let's go this way. And hopefully we can cut down and round. Whoa! That nearly went kind of wrong. get ourselves back up here nice and safely. So yeah, there we go. A little night trip out. But yeah, so yeah, we obviously need to go and find a whole bunch of colberdite dust from the from our dear little hobgoblins. So we're gonna have to do some work with them. It's annoying that I can't get it to automate out. That is really frustrating, but that is what it is. But right, now it's probably a really good time actually to show you the magical food. So yeah, that's the magical food. And how easy is that to make, right? You're literally looking at pretty much like one of everything of the magical crops. So strawberry, sweet corn, cucumber, grape, blueberry, blackberry, tomato, chili and raspberry, and that gives you this magical food, which does 6 hunger and regeneration 2. So if I eat one of those, like you can see, I've got regen, or I had regen running for a couple of seconds. So that's a good food to have. That's just literally just filled my hunger up from nothing. So what I'll probably do is start switching over to that once I've got rid of all of the potatoes and stuff like that, and just start growing and harvesting and making some of those. Let's have a look and see quickly if our bees are done. There we go, our final 555 bee. All 555s. Happy days. We can pop those. Grab our bee Eliza. Check those out. So there are unknowns. Let's quickly put Princess through. Hopefully she's remaining. She is 555. You're unknown. Ooh. 3. So you need upgrading. You're a 5. You're an unknown. So you're a 5. You're a 5. Don't know with you. You're a 5. And you're a 5. So yeah, you'll need upgrading. So we can start again. Let's just get her back in. Get a level 5 tropical drone at the ready. Obviously this isn't going to activate because we've got what are you, damp, so you need the sand, don't you? Yeah, because it's night. That's not going to activate. Let's quickly grab our silky combs. And we'll chuck those just back into the centrifuge again. And we'll kind of just let that run. So you little chap can jump in there. You can jump in there. And I'm going to call it an episode. So thank you all very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, a few bits we need to do. I need to get the research sorted ready for our infusion altar, which will be a really good addition. That means we can start making some quite clever bits and pieces. We ought to look at our robes as well as another thing that we need to be looking at for when we are we're changing and we're doing stuff with V, because it can help cut the cost of the amount of V that we're actually using for kind of each crafting thing. But for now, guys, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we shall see you in the next one. Take care. Oops, normally shift, don't I, right? Bye.